Hey, what's up guys? It's Joy here from Whitelines with our Envision Series. With most of Europe still in lockdown and the lack of on-snow demos and trade shows, we're instead going to be bringing you some sneak peeks from our favourite brands. Today we're going to be checking out some of the most exciting Deeluxe products that will be hitting the shelves winter 21-22. Over the years we've come to expect big things from Deeluxe. They've led from the front with innovation since the 90s. They were the first brand to bring a thermo-moldable liner to the market way back in '97, and they haven't let up since. They've got decades of experience and know-how that gets poured into every single product that they make, so rest assured they've got your back and your feet. Next season, Deeluxe are unveiling a whole bunch of new tech in their boots with a new tongue flex concept that pays homage to skate shoes. There's jib, freestyle and freeride options, each with varying thicknesses dependent on the boot's intended use. The fully updated liner concepts across the board are now heat moldable in every single adult boot across every price point. We're seeing upgrades to existing models and a few new ones sneaking their way into the line for 21-22. So here's 3 of our favourite Deeluxe products to get you stoked for next winter. First up, coming in hot, Deeluxe have taken their flagship all-terrain boot, the Deemon, and given it a bit of a facelift for next year. Everything you know and love from the bestseller with a few choice tweaks to soup up the performance. This is the Deemon L3 BOA. They've worked with the wizards at BOA to develop their new and exclusive L3 BOA lacing system. It's built upon the same principles as the classic Deeluxe speed lace, but with the added convenience of a twisty BOA to speed things up a little. The front dial tightens the lace through the shin and down the foot, with the side BOA controlling across the ankle and locking the heel in. The Deemon L3 BOA uses Deeluxe's new freeride tongue. This is the thickest and plushest one available for a more performance-based ride. Sitting at a solid 8 out of 10 on the flex scale, the Deemon L3 BOA has enough juice to pump through turns, but it's a far cry from the carving-specific hard boots. It does, however, come with 3 pockets for additional flex boosters if you want to stiffen it up for a bit more of an aggressive ride. Internally, you're working with the new Stage 4 liner. It comes with an independent heel harness to draw your foot back into the boot, eliminating dead zones. It's fully heat moldable for a truly customized experience, with the toe box featuring a 4-way stretch so your feet can splay out comfortably inside. Down the rear shaft of the boot, Deeluxe have used their new double back technology, wrapping an extra layer of reinforced rubber around the back of the boot. This cradles round, protecting from high back abrasion and boosts response by minimising movement between your boot and binding. We think these are going to be super popular next season. They take classic Deeluxe features, but with a few added bonuses to sweeten the deal. Up next, we have got the Kevin Backstrom Pro Model Team ID boot. Kevin took his favourite Deeluxe boot and pimped it out with his very own colourway. Kevin's well known as a sultan of style when he's strapped into his board, but apparently his design skills are just as saucy. I'm really into this kind of off-white look with the embroidered lace pockets. It's kind of low-key, but pretty funky when you take a closer look. A freestyle-friendly 5 out of 10 flex leaves you open to a smorgasbord of riding. You're in for a full buffet of buttering, boost inside hits and throwing down between the park ropes. But if you're heading out for some charging or just prefer a bit more support, you can bolster the performance slightly. The freestyle tongue has a single pocket for an optional flex booster to stiffen it up should you choose to. The classic Deeluxe L3 lacing system combines speed with dual zone security. One lace tightens the calf and the foot, while the other is responsible for locking in over the ankle and keeping it in place, eliminating heel lift. This multi-lace adjustability is pretty much standard practice across the industry these days, but Deeluxe seem to have it pretty sussed with their lock system, plus the external power strap to cinch the boot together. The Stage 3 liner takes all the best parts of the previous Thermoflex option. It's out straight out the box comfort, with the option to heat mold to really customize the fit. A boot that fits properly can really save you a world of trouble, so getting the fit dialed in from day one is ideal. We can see these being really popular with riders who prioritise a softer, more playful flex, but who don't want to sacrifice comfort for performance. And there's no promise you'll end up riding like Kevin Backstrom when you rock a pair, but it can't hurt to try, right? This next boot is really jazzy. I'll be honest, I'm really into this kind of retro look, plus I'm a sucker for a traditional lace. This is the brand spanking new Deeluxe DNA, built for park rats and jib kids the world over. Super soft flexing at a 4 out of 10, it's ideal for tweaking and poking your way around the mountain. As I said, I'm a big advocate for a classic lace boot. You get tons of adjustability and loads of reliability. Deeluxe have gone a step further and spiced it up a little with the inclusion of this side BOA. It runs a different lace that purely locks in over your ankle, so you can run with your laces super loose and still get your heel locked in. I personally think it'll work especially well with a boot that's this soft. You can get really jibby and playful and still retain some of that response. You've also got the power strap around the top to keep the tongue flush to the boot or loosen it off a little if you want a bit more play. In keeping with the loosey-goosey theme, Deeluxe use their new jib tongue, the thinnest and softest of the bunch. It offers a slick boot binding interface, trimming the fat for a precise feel with no bulky appearance. If you did want to take it for a spin and wanted a little bit more support, it does have the capacity for an optional flex booster to stiffen it up a little. Underfoot, you've got Deeluxe's Skate Flex sole. It's super grippy to help you stick some of those one-footers, with a bit of cushioning to take a bit of the slap out of heavy landings. It does also come in a bloodline red colourway, so if block colour's more your thing, Deeluxe have got you covered. So that's Deeluxe DNA. They've taken it back to basics with a bit of a modern twist to keep it firmly at the top of the pack. I'm really stoked to try these out on the snow. They're exactly my kind of boot. Really soft and playful with a bit of extra spice if you want to push it. So there's a few of our favourites from next season's Deeluxe offering. Be sure to check out our other Envision videos to get a few more sneak peeks from a bunch of other brands and products. Ciao!